cannabis, one of the other. Something got to happen.
The question of the week, for those of you all who just now tuning in, shame on you for just now tuning in, but now you're going to be hooked on us and you're going to tune in every week, right? Question of the week, we allow our viewers and listeners to submit questions to us, your relationship questions. You can submit questions about your own personal relationships, or you can ask Stan and I questions about our relationship, and we answer them live on the air. I appreciate you all sending your questions to us. Our email address is info@spotlightoverthecity.com. Submit your questions to info@spotlightoverthecity.com, or you can DM us. You can send us a message on Facebook. Cool. This week's question of the week, it says, Stan and Terry. They addressed us this time, baby.
Okay, what's up? We getting special.
Both my husband and I follow you, and we love the show. Cool. We are still somewhat newlyweds, but we are having a hard time with our extreme differences, which causes many nights of us going to bed not speaking. You all always talk on your show about not going to bed angry. What is the secret to accomplishing that in a new marriage when we really are mad at each other? We are going to counseling now, but any secrets that you can share to help us through this difficult time is appreciated. I never knew that the first couple of years would be so up and down like this, but we are really in love and we want to stay together. Aww.
That's a cool letter.
That's a cool letter.
That's not too difficult.
Some of our letters be like, woo.
So once we finally found some hope in the relationship, because some of these people swinging from chandeliers with other women and all in the basement, masturbating and all this crazy stuff. So I'm glad this wasn't, shit, they was tough. This one easy. So first of all, congratulations on your little newlywed or whatever you got going on.
Right.
And yes, I'm finding out, as well as my wife is finding out, that the first years are really tough. I've never been married, so I didn't know, right? I was not knowing that the first years were the tougher years. I was thinking this was the honeymoon where you swinging and banging and carrying on. So I was confused.
Well, it's some swinging and banging in between, but it's some rough times in the beginning.
Yes. And so with that being said, it's not just your relationship, A.
Right.
But you mentioned some things that was not, you didn't make it clear.
Well, what she said was, she didn't have to really say what's going on. She said, we have a hard time with our extreme differences, and it causes us to go to bed at night not speaking to one another. And she said, we always talk
differences.
Right, we talk about being not going to bed angry. What's the secret to that? Because we're in a new marriage, and when we're really mad at each other, how do we go to bed not mad if we really mad?
All right, so this is the easy one.
I want to hear this.
Either one of y'all smoke cannabis or nothing like that? So this is what I would say. This is the easy one. You're gonna have differences because
for sure.
You're a man, she's a woman. A. Women, they're from Uranus or some other shit, I don't know. And so men, we not. And so right away you
y'all
have
definitely not
divide in the world.
Yes,
okay?
Indeed. Yes.
And so with that being said, don't try to figure her out. That's the problem. Don't do that. You're gonna bust your damn head up.
But you was trying to figure me out.
I know, my head cracked. And that's why I got stitches. So listen to what I'm saying. Don't be me. This is the key. Let an individual be an individual. Learn your mate to the best of your ability. Don't measure your relationship to other goofy ass relationships, because you don't know their shortcomings or what the hell they got going on. They don't show you that on social media. So focus on what the hell you got going on in there. Don't ever go to bed angry, because all you have to do is figure out that one thing is for sure. You're going to love each other at the end of the day. So whatever the differences are, find a middle ground and say we can agree to disagree, and it's not that heavy, because love is heavier than what we got going on. And most of the time, it's some goofy shit. So don't let the goofy stuff be disruptive in your relationship. And don't give your advice. Don't ask nobody else about your relationship and get no opinions from outside goofballs. Don't do that. Whatever you do, don't ask your family. Don't confide in your family. Don't keep calling your friends, because you might be getting some bad advice. Just keep it in the house. Whatever y'all got going on, keep it in there. That's between you and your mate, and y'all work that out. And don't go to bed angry. For what? You're going to wake up with her. Well, so if you wake up with her, you be mad as hell as you was when you went to bed. So now, come on. You going to start with that ragged ass information?
I agree with everything that you said, my love. And it's not
so
everything.
Get out your feelings.
Not everything.
If I say something, don't be in your feelings.
But let's keep it 1,000, though. Let's keep it 1,000. Y'all notice Stan and I keep it 1,000 on this show. I don't go to bed mad at my husband, and that's the truth. he has gone to bed mad at me and won't cuddle me and stuff. To me,
won't cuddle you.
No, but to me, it's not good. And we have worked, I have had to, that's one of the things I feel that you've had to work on, because I've always said to you, you know, like, no matter what is going on with us, I don't want to go to sleep mad like that. I don't want that. And so that's
and so you do that. You say that. And so I do think that's a good thing. And so I try to practice that. Like, you know, try to air your situation, your differences out before you lay it down. And it's a lot of people that wish they could air their differences that they don't have that.
They don't have that
available to them, right? And I've been in a situation where I wasn't speaking to someone. It wasn't a woman. It's actually one of the homies, but he got killed, and I didn't have a chance to. It was a petty ass situation, really, that we was beefing over, and I kind of could have made it right. And he in the graveyard now, so I regret that. I kind of live with that. And so, because we was cool.
Yeah.
And so that. Don't be petty. You know,
it's
don't
just
let
not
petty
good.
take over. Don't feed your ego so much. Sometimes let your ego get out the way.
Okay, so can we say now that we're not gonna ever go to bed without spooning, ever, no more?
Sometimes I just be hot. It don't have nothing to do with. It don't have nothing time. We not beefing. It's just hot as shit in the house, and I just want you to get off me. But it's, you know, shit, that's all it is. I ain't mad.
So, young lady, what I will say to you is the one piece of advice that I didn't agree with Stan was, he said, don't ever tell anybody your situation. I think it's very hard. No, I know it's very hard to get through a relationship if you have nobody to vent to, because you're only going to hear what you think or what he thinks. And if you know what I mean?
That's true.
And so if you think that you're right, and most times we think we're right, and you don't hear rationale from someone else who will tell you, you know, a different perspective, I really think that's not healthy. I don't think you should tell your parents and your sisters and stuff like that.
No, definitely don't.
Because once you and your man are back together and y'all good, they're going to be mad at you.
They remember every damn thing you told them.
But you do need someone.
Yeah.
I have someone. Thank God that I have someone that is like, you know, my accountability person, where, you know, she will always bring me back to the principles that God has for us as women. And that's the person that I need now in this phase of my life. I don't need someone who's going to be like, F him. That nigga.
But
I don't need that.
But you have to have somebody who got enough. Don't talk to a goofball. They have to have a little sense, spiritual balance. That will help.
Exactly.
If they balance.
But you do need to have someone, right? And so
that's true. That's the truth.
And me and Stan are here, so you wrote your letter. I appreciate that. And I don't want you to go to bed. You have to be. This is what I tell all wives. It's hard as hell to do, but when they're that way, you got to let them be that way and say, God, deal with him. And you go kiss your husband before you go to bed. You hug him before you go to bed. If he still want to be mad, let him be. But you make sure you make it right before you go to sleep, so that you have done your part as a wife. And you didn't go to bed mad at your husband.
And so that's big. And so also you have to, as a man, you have to realize that you're the leader. And so if you're gonna allow your ego to win, then you're gonna have a traumatic situation in your relationship. You have to really be the leader. And sometimes you have to kind of like understand that it's not that heavy. Just let her have it. Sometimes just be like, yeah, it's whatever, and just move past it. You know, that's just how I see it. Because if you don't, you create a bigger problem. Because women are emotional, you know, and so sometimes you say the wrong thing or whatever, and it just leads to another situation.
And what men don't realize is what you say out of your mouths affects the box. So what comes out of your mouth, like you say something, this or that, it ain't right. It affects the box.
Yeah, but I'm gonna damn the box. I'm gonna tell you this.
I'm telling you, it does.
Don't let
the box will drive up like.
Wait, damn this.
The box will shut up.
Wait. I gotta address. Which one the camera? Hey, help me. Let me just say this.
He
Damn
always
the box.
gotta come back.
No.
He always got to have the last word.
No, because let me just say this.
He said he gotta wrap it up.
No, wrap my ass. Let me say this. See, that's BS.
He gotta wrap it up.
Don't let men stand 10 toes and be a man. Don't ever be a coward or sucker down and always, yes, dear, honey, dear. I hate that shit. Stop it. Be a man. Grow a set. Which one? Grow a set. Lil Nas X. Grow a set. Don't be a little Nas X. Don't be that dude. Damn. Don't wheel me in. Damn this.
We gotta
and
wrap.
What I'm saying is, stand on manhood. Be a leader.
Be a leader, but what comes out of your mouth does affect the box.
Yeah, but
what comes out of your mouth and what comes out of your
the
pocket.
The box gonna be crazy. Now. It's a roller coaster box. Now, just strap up. We'll be right back. Spotlight. Be ready for the roller coaster. Strap the hell up. It's a hot ride. Hold the hell on. Let's go. Spotlight.